everyone, and welcome to another small business unboxing. So if you are unfamiliar with this series on my channel, which understandable, I have not done one of these in 2 years. This is a series where I go buy stuff from small businesses and then unbox them here on my channel. So this is not sponsored, this is not a collaboration. None of these brands even know I am making this video. We are gonna be unboxing wheelchair pants. This is actually my very first time trying on wheelchair pants. I have never worn them before. These are pants that are made with wheelchair users in mind, with disabled individuals in mind. They are usually made to fit the seated form. They also usually have adapted closures on the pants, so it's easier for individuals with hand mobility issues. And the reason I have not tried these on before is I'm an ambulatory wheelchair user, so I don't use a wheelchair full time. I can stand and walk for short periods of time, and in previous years I just felt like I wasn't using the wheelchair enough to warrant entire clothing items like for wheelchair use. But this year especially, I've just been using the wheelchair so much more often. There are a lot of things I used to do with crutches that now I do with the wheelchair, and just to be vulnerable with you guys, I am spending so much time seeing myself seated down, right? And I just don't like how I have looked in regular pants. I think that a lot of the issue is that these pants were not designed to be worn seated. They were not designed to look good seated. They were not modeled and advertised on people who are seated. I always see myself, like whether that's in mirrors, going shopping, whatever, I see myself seated. And I'm like, I don't like how I look in these pants. But that's not my fault. It's these pants' fault. Which is why I'm buying wheelchair pants to replace them. So the first company we are going to be checking out is Lady Finds. And I actually mentioned them in my adaptive costume design panel. And this is one that I'd said was my favorite, just looking at the aesthetic and such. I have done quite a bit of research on adaptive clothing brands. Feel free to check out that panel if you'd like. I definitely had a lot of info going into this, and I knew Lady Finds was one that I wanted to test out. So I got 2 pairs of pants, and it comes in this pink box, and I don't know if you can read the label, but it says, "Hey babes, the only thing cuter than this delivery is you." That's so cute. Look at the packaging. This is something I've always loved about the small business unboxings, is just like the care that's put into the packaging and the presentation. I feel like it's so much more than big box stores. Inside it says, "No one is you, and that's your superpower." And then we have this big bow, which I will probably keep to use for cosplay. We got a thank you note. "Thanks for your order and welcome to the revolution." Oh, we got stickers! Oh my gosh, you know how I am about stickers. We got a sticker sheet. So cute. Okay. And pants! This has an extra pair of pants in here. And these are like $60 pants, so I wonder if they sent it on accident. And I ordered a pair of shorts in pink, a pair of black cargo pants, and there's just an extra pair in here of the pink cargos. So I wanted to start with the shorts though. So these are their high-waisted adaptive cargo shorts, and they retail for $46 on their website. So here's how they look. We got rhinestones across the top, and we got rhinestones across the pockets. And they have Velcro pockets. They feature a high waist, oversized pockets, dual side seam zippers. These features make them easy to put on and take off, whether standing or seated, designed with wheelchair users in mind. That's what I like to hear. Zippers, oh, okay, that's one side. And then they have a zipper on the other side. So this entire pair of shorts opens up like this. So I think I could even put these on while seated or laying down. I don't think I'd even have to stand to put these on. So they use these zippers on the side, which are a little bit hard for my hand to grab. and I can't use my adaptive tool on them. So like there's nothing I can really use, no tool I can use to like really grab this and pull it up for me. So I could see these zippers just being a little bit difficult if you have hand mobility issues, but I do love that they have zippers on both sides. Before I try these on and show you what they look like, I thought I could try on a pair of comparable non-adaptive pants, and you could kind of see what I'm talking about with being made for wheelchair users versus not. On one side of the ring, we have the Lady Fine's adaptive cargo shorts. Our other competitor is these high-waisted jean shorts. I am wearing spandex shorts under all these just because with some of the fit issues, I don't want to accidentally flash you guys. So the shorts are the jeans part. They look cute standing up, right? Like this is cute. As soon as I sit down, there's some gapping back here as like the pants are kind of like pulling me back. Yeah, these are pretty uncomfortable after a while. So just to be fair, this is how they look standing up. I'm really glad that these also work standing. I don't stand often, but it's nice that if I was standing, they look good. I do have some of the same like pushing back on my tummy and gapping in the back. You can really see the gapping in the back on these pants. So I wish they had like an elasticized waist. I know that wouldn't work with the rhinestones, but I wish they had ditched the rhinestones and put an elastic waistband. But I do really love the two side zippers. These are really easy to get into. They're much easier to get dressed and undressed. And I do also like that there are these big Velcro pockets. Let's look at the cargo pants. So, oh, that's cute. Is that a heart? On both of these, does this have a heart? It does! They both have hearts on the butt. Okay, so on both of these cargo pants, on the leg, they have printed Rebel with a cause. So that is on both of these pants, both colorways. So we have an elasticized waist. This also has dual zippers, but it is compatible with my adaptive tool. Here is the zipper. See how it has this big opening? I feel like you don't even need the adaptive tool because you could put a finger in here like a thumb. But if you were struggling with that, this is what the adaptive tool looks like. And you can just hook the adaptive tool on if you need like a full hand grip. And you could unzip it that way. Wheelchair-friendly cargo pants were designed for individuals who need to be seated when getting dressed, with side access zippers, an elastic waistband, and an expandable hem. Wait, does this open all the way? The pants open all the way. These shorts, they only open down to here, right? The cargo pants open all the way down the leg. Look at that. You can... Dude, that's so cool. I actually want to try and put these on sitting down to see if I can. It goes all the way down on the sides. And you I do kind of have to get it over my butt somehow. Oh, that was so easy. Oh my gosh, these are so comfy. Wow. I forgot to do the comparison. These are what I have as the non-adaptive option. So these are cargo pants. Let me rewind and put these on to show you what is a bit difficult about them. So these have no side zippers. They only have the elastic waist. They actually have 0 zippers at all. Here are my non-adapted cargos for comparison. I think they look great standing. Cute. We have a lot of the same problems where it's really low in the back, kind of pressing on my tummy in the front. This does have an elastic waist, but it doesn't fit as well. Let me try the pink ones now. I may also show you standing up, just to be fair. Ah, they're so cute. I think these are like the first cargo pants I've worn that aren't like have that weird fit where it's pushing back and then gapping as much. These fit a lot better. And I think you can also unzip from the bottom. Yeah, you can. So if you like had like a prosthetic or something you needed to check, you can also undo it like that. Oh, and we have pockets on the knees. Oh, and there's a pocket up here too with the zipper. Those I can reach while I'm sitting in my wheelchair. Like honestly, 10 out of 10. I wasn't super convinced on the shorts, but the cargo pants got me. These are super comfy. I can get into them while I'm seated. The zippers are huge and easy for me to use. It's comfy. It doesn't like strangle my waist. So I'm just extra grateful they sent an extra pair for whatever unknown reason, because now I have 2 pairs. I have one last pair of pants to try on. These are adaptive wheelchair jeans from No Limits. That's no limb, like a limb. It's no limits. But I do have a confession about this purchase in particular. It does deviate a little bit from how I run my small business unboxings. I bought this used. I bought it used off of Depop. I was a little hesitant to pay the $75 price tag, and that's because I don't usually wear jeans. Like, this is what I usually wear. Leggings, sweatpants, shorts. At work, I just wear slacks. I don't even wear jeans there. So when I found a pair of No Limits jeans in my size, used for $25, I thought I would just get those and try them on for you guys here. And that's another thing too, if you really want wheelchair pants, but you're like, I can't even afford any of the prices you've put on screen so far, please check out used resale sites. Depop, Mercari, I've seen No Limits items on both of them. You do have to be patient to wait for your size to come along. I believe these are my size, like they'll fit me, but they are the men's jeans, so that could be some fit issues. So these are a 32-30 in their adaptive pants. So they also have the side zippers, and they also have them, just like the Lady Finds adaptive cargos, they have the ring, so it's really easy to pull the zipper on these. You can just get into the pants like this. Very easy, 2 zippers on the side. They don't have a fly in the front. This is like a fake fly, which I think is really nice because the button and fly on the front of jeans will kind of like push into my tummy when I'm sitting. Front pockets, but also pockets on the knees. Nice stretch to the waistband as well. Oh, that's also a fun feature. They have really big belt loops, and this is less to put a belt on because you don't really have to worry about your pants falling down when you're sitting, and it's more for you to pull on. So I saw this on another item on their website as well. These big belt loops are so you can pull the pants onto you while you're like laying down or sitting. So it features a lot of really big belt loops. This has so many features to it. Like, I totally get the $75 price tag. I think that's incredibly reasonable. We're gonna need a pair of non-adaptive jeans to put in the ring with this pair. These are the jeans from my best jeanist cosplay, actually. So just completely normal jeans, straight cut. Here is standing with these jeans. These are low-rise jeans, so I definitely think it's gonna have a few more problems because of that. You can already see my spandex shorts over the top. Very difficult to get on. Let's try sitting. I'm like out of breath from putting on these old jeans. I think these are the worst option when it comes to the fit sitting down. Oh, it's like I said, with the fly and the button, it's just really uncomfortable. You can see just how far it is pushing back into my tummy. And then in the back, if I was not wearing shorts, you'd be able to see my butt crack. Thankfully with Best Jeanist, I have like a long shirt and then I wear the jacket and stuff, so you'll never see. But yeah, this is pretty typical of how a lot of jeans fit me on adaptive jeans. Like, I can feel this button just like stabbing into my abdomen right now. Let's try the adaptive jeans. Here's how they look standing. I actually think they look pretty reasonable standing. There is, of course, like kind of the extra space in the butt, which we're gonna need when I sit down. But if you are an ambulatory user and you also stand every now and then, like, I think they also look okay standing. I just felt like this nice soft stretch as the waistband and like the fabric like stretched around. All that pushing back on the gut, none to be seen here. This feels so nice. Pockets are nice. Oh, you could even use these just to keep like your hands warm with where they're placed. I don't think I've ever worn jeans that were this comfortable before, honestly. It feels a bit like wearing sweatpants. The fabric is really soft and a bit stretchy. It feels like I'm wearing sweatpants, but they look like jeans. The sizing, I feel like it isn't quite big enough for my butt, but it is much better than the regular jeans. You can see how the pants are kind of struggling to get over my butt here, where they're just kind of like, it's too much, we can't do it, girl. And the thing about using a wheelchair is you don't really see the back and sides. That's why I'm sitting in like a dining room table chair for this video, was so I could show you the sides and the back really clearly, like I couldn't in my wheelchair. That's something like, this doesn't bother me too much. Honestly, the gapping on the back has always been secondary to the strangling in the front. I am sold on wheelchair pants. From now on, if I'm gonna buy a new pair of pants, I think it's gotta be the adaptive pants. Some of the features I liked the most was the double zippers on the side for all of these pants. Those make it way easier to get into. I definitely have struggled doing like the little shimmy to try and get my pants on. And on these jeans and the two cargos, I really like the waistband is really comfy. If you have any other suggestions for adaptive clothing you'd like for me to try out, feel free to leave a comment and let me know. As I've said, this is all on my own dime, so no promises, but if there is some adaptive clothing you'd like to see reviewed like this, please do let me know and I will check it out. And of course, please check out Lady Finds and No Limits if you are looking for some wheelchair pants. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!